This lesson is going to deal with exponents when we have decimal and fractional bases. The fractional bases are actually the simplest, so let's quickly do the fractional bases. If you're given a fraction of 2/3 raised to an exponent that's in, usually they'll always put the fraction in parentheses, but let's say we raise it to the exponent of a 2 or square it. All you need to realize is that you need to square both the numerator and the denominator, because it's the fraction times itself, right? You get 2 of these fractions multiplied together. 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 3 is 9. So our solution would be 4/9. So that's all there is to fractional bases. Again, one more. If I give you 3/5 and I want you to raise it to the 4th power, again, you're going to have, in a sense, 3/5 times 3/5 times 3/5 times 3/5, or you can just go 3 to the 4th power. By the way, 3 to the 4th power is, I believe, 279. And then I got to do 5 to the 4th power. Nope, I'm lied to you. 3 to the 4th power is only 81. I got one extra factor of 3. Actually, I got an extra factor of 9 or something. But anyway, 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 9 is 81. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 5 is 25. So I multiply by another 25. I'm doubling or squaring 25 in a sense. 5 times 5 is 25. 10, 11, 12, 0. That's another 10. So one up there is 4, 5. So it'd be 625. 625. So that would be your fraction. And you're more than welcome to use a calculator to do 5 to the 4th or 3 to the 4th. Just remember that with fractions, you have to raise both the numerator and the denominator to that exponent. Now let's deal with decimals. Decimals are a little bit trickier. Not too much, but a little bit. Let's take the decimal 0.3 and let's square it. What we need to remember is that we're actually taking 0.3 and we're timesing it by 0.3. So it's still just 3 times 3, which is 9, but we have that one decimal place twice. So we need to move the decimal over once, twice, so we really get 0.09. So if you'll notice, if I have one decimal and I'm squaring, I end up with a 2 decimal place solution. Let's do one with a 2 decimal place. So let's do 0.02 and let's cube it. Now if I'm cubing it, what's going to happen is I'm taking that 0.02 and I'm timesing it by itself. Okay, that's 2 times 2 is 4. And you get a 0 and then a 0, but you just got to remember that I have 2 decimal places twice, so I actually move it over 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I have 0.0004 that I'm going to multiply by a third 0.02. So that gives me my 8, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 decimal places. So I go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, you can't see that on the paper. There we go. So I counted my 2 decimal places, I counted my 4 decimal places, and I went over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have actually a 6 decimal place. So I come up here and I just think of it as this way. I have 2 decimal places, and if I'm cubing it, I have 3 2 decimal places. So I'm going to go out 6 decimal places, and then 2 cubed is 8. So that last number will be an 8. So if I have 2 and I'm raising it to the 3rd power, I'm going to have a 6 decimal place. I forgot my decimal. Don't forget your decimal. That's very, very important. If you don't put the decimal in, you'll get it wrong, obviously. Let's do one more and we'll call it good. Let's do something like 0.012, and let's raise that to the 4th, not the 4th power. That's a little high. Let's do squared, because I can square 12. I know that my solution, 12 squared, is going to have 144 in it, okay? But now I have 1, 2, 3 decimal places twice, so I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to have 3 decimal places twice. So I get 0.000144. I'm hoping that makes sense, that when you square a decimal, you're going to get twice as, well, if you square it, twice as many decimal places into your solution. And then you just square that number. And again, if I give you 0.0003 and I cube it, again, I'm just going to have 3 cubed. That 3 cubed, by the way, is 27. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 decimal places 3 times, or to the third power, so 4. So I'm going to go over 1, 2, 3, 4. That's one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the second one. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's the third one. And so I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, because 4 times 3 is 12. 4 decimal places means you're going to end up having 12 if you're cubing it. Hopefully that makes sense, and we will talk to you next time.